Cheers! Welcome to my channel. This is a timely tarot oracle reading, Tattle Tales from the Vector. This is general or collective, so just take what works for you and leave the rest. The underlying energy for this reading is the King of Swords, so this is about intellectual material, someone who, the King of Swords is someone that would use his words to earn his living, and someone that's well educated, more than likely an authority figure. He could be in the field of politics. If he is, he definitely, we have a king here, so it would be someone high up, maybe even the president or prime minister of a country. It can also be talking about senators, congressmen. It could be in Canada, it would be more like the energy of federal ministers and provincial ministers. This also can represent the energy of the judicial system, and it would be likely a judge, head prosecutor. If this is a lawyer, this would be a lawyer in, that's probably a partner in a well-established firm. The energy also can talk about engineers, patents, intellectual material. This could be someone who wrote a book and it's on the bestsellers list. There could be an energy of surgeons and veterinarians, dentists, and psychiatrists. So you get the picture. This is someone who's well educated, and they're generally an authority figure, and they're at the top of their field. And we also have an energy of knowing how to use words. So the King of Swords totally understands that words can be used as weapons as well as being used to uplift people. And he understands that if you give your word and then you don't follow it up by action, action does speak louder than words, and your word becomes useless if you don't follow up. Now, the underlying energy from my oracle, Tales from the Vector, this is courtesy of the Intergalactic Federation of Light, is denial. So this is what I don't know won't hurt me. Well, actually, it probably could. And being in denial is one of the tactics. There's 7 tactics in this oracle, and this is one of them. It's when other people deny that they've done something, or your intuition is telling you that something's going on, but you just refuse to believe it. It might be because you don't want to hear that about someone that you care about, that or that sort of energy. This is a painting from my oracle. When I was in Peru, I was in ceremony with shamans, and this is one of the visions that I had. This is Hatshepsut, who was she was the only female pharaoh, as far as I know, in Egypt. She took her brother's place because he was too young when her father died. And this also, in history, some people feel that she was the pharaoh's daughter that is listed in the Bible as having rescued Moses. So we do have an underlying energy for the first card out for the reading, is the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is talking about having a closed mind, only being able to see 2 ways in something, and it's this or that, my way or the highway, quite often. And this is saying this person's really drained from this. Her body language is, her feet are turned out. In body language, this is showing leakage of masculine and feminine energy from the base chakra, and it's also talking about she's feeling vulnerable in her heart, and also and the right arm is covering the left arm, holding it back, and this is the logic holding back her intuition. We have the new moon energy here, and she's blindfolded. So sometimes this can represent using your like it's time to use your intuition, use your third eye energy. And there's a saying, because I have eyes, I cannot see. And that's just talking about like when human beings actually see something with their eyes, they only see a very small bandwidth of light spectrum. And so there's a lot in the area that you can't see, even when you do see. and we have this next card up is the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is talking about She's sitting in her throne, and she is cherishing this cup here. It's like a trophy. This is representing love. The cups in tarot represent romantic love, but it can also be love of any kind, for anyone or anything. It can even be more love for yourself. And it sometimes is something you love to do or something you love to be. This would be someone that would be more of a traditional wife. That's the energy. And, someone that would be like a stay-at-home mom, like in the old days when people could afford to have just one person working. And this energy also can be talking maybe about trad wife energy now. And, the Queen of Cups is known to have a huge capacity for love. Her cup has a lid on it, and this is talking about being a container of unconditional love. She also is the most maternal of all the queens. And this energy is talking about sometimes the maternal bloodline. And, the way they trace in DNA now, if they are trying to trace the maternal bloodline, they do it through the mitochondria of our cells. And the mitochondria is like the battery of our cells. Now, the mother passes that down to both the daughters and sons, but only the daughters carry it down the line. So that's how they can tell whether or not, they can take the maternal line way back. So this could be talking about something that's going on for a long time. It could be going way back when, from your ancestors, your mother, your grandmother, great-grandmother. This can represent the energy also of people that you look up to, aunts that you look up to as mother figures. This could also be an energy of the energy of someone who is, a sister or a female cousin. So we do have the whole underlying energy definitely is something to do with a lot of thinking going on and a denial about what's happening. And we have the Eight of Pentacles here, and the Eight of Pentacles represents someone who's very focused on work right now and on making money in particular. And the Pentacles in tarot represent health, wealth, and happiness in the third dimension. So of course money matters, but you could have all the money in the world and still not be living the lifestyle that you want to live. And so this is talking, it goes a step further. The Pentacle energy is the element of earth. And so this is about earthly matters and the physical matter on earth. Of course, you have to have money to pay for that. But at the same time, if you could, this is more about lifestyle. If you don't have your health and you don't have love in your life, then you're not going to be living your best lifestyle. This is the only pentacle card where the person is literally pounding out a coin, literally making money. And it could be saying that you maybe have started a new project here. This is saying like maybe you are on the second pentacle and you only have 6 to go, or you've already completed 6 and you're on the 7th and only have 1 more to go. And we have the energy of competition coming towards you. So this is immature competition. It's talking about the energy. Think of, the Mean Girls card. This is talking about, you might not even be aware you're in competition. It's that kind of competition and unfair. And this is talking about, if you think about narcissistic cheerleaders from maybe grade 6 to grade 10, they made the team and they're all that and they have to prove it. And so they have to win that trophy. And there's another team at the competition and that other team clearly is better than them. And so instead of being inspired by that other team and trying to figure out how they're doing their moves and think, okay, well, at the next competition, we are going to practice that and we're going to be that much better that we'll beat them. They are more invested in trying to trip that other team up somehow. And if they don't succeed, their mothers will pull strings behind the scenes to make sure they do get that trophy. So it's talking about, like, as we become more mature, we're in a situation where we realize that the competition is always within us. If you can keep your shift together under pressure, that's going to be huge for you in life. And this is talking about being able to respond to the energy around you rather than react to it. And this sometimes can represent sibling rivalry. So we'll see what is going on here. We have the hangman, and the hangman is hanging from the tree of knowledge. He's hanging upside down here because he wants to gain a new perspective on something that he's working on. And so he is hanging upside down until his aura turns bright. And that means that he has, okay, now I've figured out, I've looked at it from every single angle. I know what action I want to take. And so this card sometimes can talk about stuck energy. Let's see here, just to this bottom line here, I'm building a pyramid, and this bottom line is what we have to work with here, what's going on here. So we have a closed mind about a situation, and it could be some sort of family, something going on in the family down the maternal line, and someone's been hard at work doing something, and immature competition, and sometimes this can represent the energy is stuck from this competitive energy. Well, and you might have your intuition might be telling you, hey, something's up, but you're trying to deny it because you don't want to believe that someone in your family, a sibling, would take action like whatever this is. Let's keep going and see what's going on here. We have the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor regarding this situation. You know, this is sometimes talking, you know, when you're, this could be talking about people you hung around with when you were an adolescent. I'm just picking up some sort of energy around that. And they may not, you know, you might have been hanging around with a different crowd back then. And so this could be people that, if there's information coming in regarding something, or it could be regarding back to that time frame, like when you were in high school, like elementary, under the age of an adult, I feel like, going back to this energy. And the Wheel of Fortune is turning now in your favor. And this is representing the past, the present, and the future all coming together. And when the Wheel of Fortune starts turning for us, it really is talking about like good fortune coming your way, and it's talking about synchronicity, and the universe will start showing you synchronicities. So if there's some sort of information or energy coming in that you need to deal with, it might be coming from back at that time with people that, when you were an adolescent, or like, just not in the workforce as of yet. So think back what was happening with you when you're 21. This could be someone coming back in from that time frame, or it could be from when you were in that time frame. In any case, the Wheel of Fortune has 3 wheels, and on one of them are the Hebrew letters for the name of God, and that is Tetragrammaton. And so this is talking about God's plan. Tetragrammaton is a sacred geometric symbol representing equalization of all forces and perfect divine order. You're on God's plan, and that's why you're moving forward. Look at this, a tower is hitting. So the tower is hitting, it has something to do with the pentacle energy here, the work that you've put into it, and there's immature competition. And I just am picking up this energy. This could be people that you knew back then. Like, as I said, a tower is hitting. So the tower is when you're not, like, this is when you're in this denial energy. And you're like, no, I've known these people since, like, I was in kindergarten. They're good people. They would never do something to hurt me in this way. And but the universe has been whispering to you, and through synchronicities trying to show you, hey, you need to pay attention to this. And at first it's a whisper, but then it becomes more louder and louder if you don't listen. Then you get the frying pan treatment, whack over the head. If that doesn't work, well, then the 2x4 comes out, and eventually lightning strikes the tower, and now the top is off, and it's up in flames, and there's 2 people falling out here. Now, one of these people is totally shocked, and the other one is like, oh, they're really feeling sheepish. I knew I should have taken care of this sooner, because now it's going to have to be rebuilt. So this is a reality check coming in, and they can be pretty harsh sometimes. The tower is not a comfortable place to be. It's like usually you have to start working on something from the ground up again. Having said that, if you are in a situation, especially when we have the legal system here, something going on here, this could represent an energy of, you know, that of if you're on the right side of the law, you're going to be looking back at this time and say, thank goodness this happened. It was so hard. But if I wouldn't have known this, you know, when I found out, it would have been way worse for me. Where the other person could be saying, like, well, they're done. They've been caught doing whatever they've been doing. And there's no, like when the tower hits like that, oh, look at the Hierophant is coming in. So that's the energy I'm picking up. Like there's going to be some justice coming in for whatever happened. Now, this could be something that happened back when you were like an adolescent, like the number 14 comes up. Or, you know, like definitely under the age of 21. You know, think about the people that you hung around with back then, because this could be talking about hanging around. And this is the Hierophant is responsible for bringing justice into from the spiritual realm down to the physical. And it's sitting on this energy of the, you know, the maternal bloodline. So it could be someone that you're related to down the maternal bloodline. And this is also talking about someone who's been hard at work to cause a tower for you. But I feel like it did cause a tower for you, but it's worse for them. This is a blessing. The Hierophant has his right hand up in a blessing. He's saying if you're on the right side of spiritual law, and physical law, then this is going to be a blessing. And if you're on the wrong side, well, you've been caught and you're going to have to deal with the consequences of your actions. The Hierophant brings that energy down from this the spiritual realm, and this is traditional structure. So if you're belong to a church or a particular religion, this could be talking about the leaders of your church or that dealing with the energy and bringing it down into like the court systems, you know, bringing that energy down. If you're more on the spiritual level, this could represent, you know, meditation and prayer and connecting with the Most High in that way, and coming down into the traditional structures all around the world of law and order. So definitely something was going on here. This making money, like literally making it, can be talking about, you know, money laundering or counterfeit energy, white collar crimes like, you know, forgery, identity theft, false power of attorney situations, that type of energy. And we have, there's been sabotage here. So if you've been, you may have gotten some information coming in recently when this tower hit. And you might even be contacted by some authority figure, a lawyer, or possibly a probate lawyer or something. There's something going on here. And I do feel it has to do with people down your maternal bloodline. And it also is talking about kind of a this or that energy, my way or the highway type of energy. And this is sabotage coming towards you from, we have this energy of the swords. We have 10 swords here. Now, quite often, this will represent, like, it can be like that it's been going on for a decade or more. And it's also saying, like, they have you down on the ground here. And this is like you, being down and almost unalived here. And your hand is in the form of blessing. And so that's this energy here saying that this could be a blessing in disguise, because it separated you. When this happened, it separated you from this energy. So now people can see who did what in actual fact. And this is talking about light after the end of the tunnel. And that's why the Wheel of Fortune for this tower was actually beneficial for you, because it's bringing this energy of, you know, people smiling in your face but stabbing you in the back. And this can represent one person doing this 10 times, like on an annual basis. And usually when this is happening, follow the money. That's what it's about. And this can also represent like 10 different people being involved, or even 10 groups of people. It usually depends on how much coin is involved. And then we have the Knight of Cups coming in. So this is an offer of love coming in. Now, cups in tarot do represent romantic love, but it can be love of any kind, of anyone or anything. And it also can talk about something you love to do or something you love to be. And it's sitting on this maternal energy right here, the mother's bloodline. Sometimes this is the knight in shining armor. This is the the knight we hear about in the in romance novels and in the movies, dressed to the nines, a class act, and he's coming in with a solid offer of love. But it's sitting on this energy, so it could represent someone from back whenever, and it's just coming out now that you were in a relationship with, and you thought it was a solid relationship, but they were involved in this energy. And it could be that they knew people from your maternal bloodline that they were hanging around with way back then. Definitely this energy's been around for a while. And then we have earth angel energy. So this is, in the Bible, it says that God sends down 144,000 chosen ones. And a lot of people feel that that's representing this earth angel energy. It's people who have a really high vibration on a spiritual level. And God sent them down like as human angels almost. And they are, this angel has her right foot in the universal pool. And she's adding her alchemy to bring that down to earth. And you notice here her left foot is touching the earth. It's grounded on earth. And where her foot is, there's already 2 flowers growing here. This is the path of glory. And so this is saying she's on this path, this destined journey. And she's on God's plan. Now, you might have been, something happened here for sure that knocked you off of that. Let's see what else is going on here. We have the Queen of Swords here. Now, look at this, because the Queen of Swords, she is she's looking right at the King of Swords, but he's not looking at her, and she's saying, gimme, gimme. This could be a married couple that maybe is divorced, because the King and the Queen of Swords are most likely to be divorced of all the kings and queens. So this energy, you might have, when you maybe had some sort of enlightenment about this when the tower hit. And now you're separated or getting divorced, or are divorced now already, because this is the underlying energy for the entire reading. But look how she's saying, gimme, gimme. There's something going on here. And of all the kings and queens, the queen and the king are most likely to be a divorced couple. Now, she does have this, if she's, the Queen of Swords is considered to be the coldest of all the queens. She has been there, she's done that, and she has the t-shirt. She's not in the mood for any bullshit. And that's why she has her sword in her right hand, and she's ready to wield it at a moment's notice. If you come in incorrect to her, she's going to give the decree, sorry, off with your head. And this energy, she has her head above the clouds. You see, now that this information came in, she's clear about what happened here. And she's saying to the King of Swords, like, I want a divorce, and I want it now, and I want what belongs to me. Wow. Or she's, this is about to happen. It's sitting on the Wheel of Fortune. I feel that when this tower hits, it's going to be about something that you find out that could be pretty huge, really. It could have been something that's been going on a long time, and it may be a lawyer contacting you, or the judicial system contacting you for some reason. And this energy, the queen, this doesn't necessarily mean that this person, that the queen stays cold. She's feeling cold right now because she knows, her discernment is telling her there's been a bunch of bullshit going on, and she no longer is in denial. And she understands, hey, what I don't know will hurt me, and so I've looked into it. And I want what's mine. And then we have, look at that, because here's the pentacle energy. So this is why the tower hit, because this is talking about I feel this is the Queen's energy. She's been hard at work, maybe after the divorce, you know, after the assets are separated in that. But if there's been something going on, like, and it's something that happened way back when, and she's been hard at work, you know, investing her time, her money, her energy into this pile here, you know, 6 pentacles, and only has 1 pentacle out of all this. This individual is wondering, like, what the heck is going on? Like, this is someone who's used to being successful, and I put this time, money, energy invested in these people, in this project, and this is what I get out of it. Like, I need to do something different. I need to find out what's going on. That's when the Tower hits, because they're like, there's something really wrong here. This is when you're not in denial anymore. You're not the queen of denial. That's the energy. And this was actually a painting that was from one of the visions when I was in Peru. I did ceremony with shamans in the jungle, and this is one of the visions that I saw there. And you know, Hatshepsut is she was, as I said, she was looking after she was the pharaoh in placement of her brother, because he was too young, and when the pharaoh died, so she was the replacement just until her brother was old enough, and she was revered around the land. Everything was running really smooth with her as in charge. And when he got in charge, he sabotaged her. It's this energy here. Judgment is being called. It's like, yeah, like he tried to write her out of history. And this is judgment, God's judgment being called on this energy right here. This is saying that the ancestors are literally coming out of their boxes. They're cheering because finally some sort of justice is coming through. So this can go way back down the maternal line. Something happened, and they're not resting in peace down the maternal line because something happened, and they didn't receive justice before they crossed the veil. And you can see the descendants waving back and forth. So this energy, if you're thinking like, whoa, this has been really challenging, that it could be because you're not just clearing up your energy, but you're clearing up the maternal bloodline and getting justice for the entire line. And quite often that can be about like clearing up curses that go down the family, the bloodline. You're cleaning it up for the entire, for your ancestors, yourself, and the descendants. That's the trumpet is blowing, and it's saying, hey, judgment is here. When judgment comes from the spiritual realm, then it's the Hierophant's job to bring it from the spiritual down to the physical. And so it's sitting right on top there. And that's why this energy is starting to unfold. It's pretty wild energy. And look at this, because you were meant to be a star. Look at this, because this is a galactic energy and an earth angel energy. So perhaps there was someone else that you were supposed to be involved in, and somehow you ended up with this energy instead. And so now, because we have an earth angel, and then we have a galactic angel. So your energy could be one of those two here. This energy could be the authority figures that are figuring this out right now on the physical level now. Remember, I said this could be judges, lawyers, people who are in charge, people who make the laws as well. So this could be like a lot of authority coming in for whatever this has happened here. And the star energy is very similar to this. You notice they both have their right foot in the water. They're adding their own special unique qualities to that. And then she's grounding it on earth with her foot, and because she's an earth angel, and the star angel, or the star energy, is talking about following the North Star, your North Node journey. And this is the guiding star. And in the background here, we have the 7 stellar sisters of the Pleiades. And we have this energy mixture of her unique qualities you were born to shine, and these are your qualities added to the pool, and you're pouring it out onto earth. There's 5 streams here, and those 5 streams represent the points on the pentacle energy here. So justice is coming in because you're supposed to be on getting something done here. and now the timing is right, and this is being taken care of. We have closed mind thinking. And so you might have been like seeing signs of this going on, as I said, and look at, we just had a new moon eclipse. And I want to point out here that there's a new moon eclipse on the 12th of August. And this reading I'm doing right now is on the 18th of August. And in 10 days, we're going to have a full moon solar eclipse. And so we're in between that energy right now, and it can feel like really heavy. And then all of a sudden you'll be like, oh, things are going better. And then boom, it's heavy again. It's really, really kind of a volatile energy. And so be really careful right now that you don't get, like, if this information comes in, you remain calm and you don't get impulsive and do impulsive things, because it's not a good time for that. And so this is talking about thinking, oh, it must have been this or that. But when you start using your intuition, you realize it's not just 2 people. It's not just this or that. There's a lot involved here. And there could have been someone sent in as a lover for you that you ended up marrying because they were to keep an eye on you. That's the energy. And then this is judgment is coming in on this. It's coming up, it could even be a false marriage. You may not be aware of that, but it could be. And this is talking about you were supposed to be on this journey at this time. And so up until now, this energy, when God's judgment comes in, it's like God will give people a lot of leash to hang themselves upside down like that. And this is talking about, okay, time's up, because now it's time for this to happen in the world, and get out of the way. And this is saying this pentacle energy, whatever was going on, you're going to receive justice for this. The Hierophant is here to make sure that happens. This is talking about warming back up again too. Like once you get through this energy and the Wheel of Fortune is turning, you're not going to be stuck anymore. And I feel that there is probably going to be someone coming into your life, because it's strong that there will. But it will, after this clears up, after this energy clears up. I'm going to clarify this for those that want clarification in this reading. Something definitely, if your intuition's been telling you something's going on, listen to it. We're highly intuitive during the eclipse season, and also highly emotional. So keep in mind that energy, if you're feeling overwhelmed right now, it is going to dissipate when, I feel like on the 28th, which is 10 days from this reading, that you're going to notice a difference. The numbers on these cards represent the paintings as they're listed in my oracle. On my website, talesfromthevector.com. This is the gallery of paintings. There's 64. I'll put them in the order they appear here, and then you can take a look at them, and maybe it'll give you further information if you want to. Okay, so we have superstars. So this is talking about when you start speaking up, this is when harmony starts coming into your life. And you could be this star energy, and the reason why I feel like there was this energy here, that's what judgment is being called on in particular, is there was some sort of playing around with energy here, and you were supposed to be together with this, not whoever was causing this. And the moon, it's coming up again here, and so this is sitting right on the maternal bloodline again. Definitely someone that it's someone that is on that side of the family involved for sure. On some level, there's somebody somewhere that is, and it could go way back, and it could be more than one for sure. But this moon energy is talking about hidden illusions and secrets coming out now, and I feel like we're in the middle of this eclipse right now, and I feel like this is saying, This is happening pretty quickly here. And look at, we have the Earth star energy here. And so this is talking about this person and manifesting at a very high level once this comes through. And it's sitting on, I feel that this is saying, if you felt like you didn't get paid, you know, you've been in this energy for a long time and you're like, what the heck? Like, I've poured so much energy into this and I should be making more. It's because of this energy here is preventing it. But once this is sorted out, all of a sudden you'll see you're going to get a lot of energy coming in. And it won't just be about money, it'll be about lifestyle. And we have the Lovers here. And so there we have it. Like, I feel like this is an energy of the competition sending an individual in and saying, okay, we'll marry them and then keep an eye on them. And so if you got divorced because there was a situation where there could have been third-party energy, or a feeling of, hey, do I matter? Well, you do, physical matter. And then the card, this card is talking about, again, use your intuition. There's someone you were it's someone that on the maternal side of your family, some sort of energy here. And you know, when you were under the age of 21, there was someone involved in that energy for sure. That it's really strong. That's what's going on. And then we have mother's worry. So you could be a mother and you might be worried about, you know, your children. The worst thing a mother can do is worry about her children. But what I feel like this energy of, because you were worried about your children, you were more vulnerable here. And because of that, that's when they, you know, if you were worried about a child or children, and this could be like they could be grown up, you know, they're always our children, whether or not they're grown up or not. This could be like you were really vulnerable at some point, and that's what they were waiting for. Boom. Okay, now's the time. Get them down. That's the energy. And then we have Capricorn. And so this is talking about high level or ambition. This is talking about, you know, Capricorn energy is the most ambitious when it comes to sitting on the money here. And Capricorn energy is talking about disciplined steps of action, consistent. They climb that Capricorn energy. The glyph is a sea goat. It's a mountain goat on the front end, and it's got a dolphin tail on the back end. And yet it climbs up that mountain. If it falls down, it just gets right back up again. It takes consistent steps of action to reach the goal. And this is also an energy of really being able to be like that, an energy of being able to see the possibilities even though you had all these challenges. You might this energy, when the zodiac signs come into my readings, I'm not talking about individual people. You could have a lot of Capricorn energy in you though if you look at your birth chart, but this is talking about when the signs come up, I'm not trying to say, oh, this individual did it or whatever. What I want is to learn from the energy. And so this is talking about you being ambitious enough to continue going on your journey. And I feel like this could be the earth angel energy, or you could be the star energy. But in any case, you just had to see the possibilities and the challenges, and you kept going. And because of that, this energy is shifting now. And then we have the strength here, having the courage and the integrity to keep going, staying on your destined path, regardless of the difficulties. So, you know, we can learn from all of the signs. We all have, if you get your birth chart done, you'll find that you have them all in there somewhere. And if you take a look at that, and also we can learn about how other people operate. And then we have, look at this, lack of awareness. Here we go again. Never underestimate the power of willful ignorance. So what this caused mostly for you is missed opportunities. For one thing, I feel like a missed opportunity to be with the person that you were destined to be with, because someone else came in. But now that's flipping around, and if it may not even at this point be the same person that you originally were going to be with, but now it's going to be someone that is perfect for you at this time, so you can get the rest of this journey done and have a really good lifestyle. Enjoy being in this energy now. This is going to get cleaned up for sure. So I do hope you've enjoyed the reading. I'm going to leave it here. Thank you for your time and energy, and for your likes and comments and subscribes. I appreciate them all. I'll be back with another reading for you tomorrow. Bye for now.